discuss a concept called inheritance concept we discussed in the last class. Acquiring the properties from one class to another class is called as what? Inheritance. We see the different types of inheritance. What is a single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance. We seen different types of inheritances we seen in the last class, right? Okay. Today we'll discuss few other topics which is related to this inheritance concept, like method overriding, what is super keyword, what is in by upcasting. So these kind of concept we'll discuss in the today's class. Okay. Let's see here first, for demonstrating those concepts, what is upcasting, what is method overriding and all. I'm creating an example I'm taking here. You remember, right? What is method, what is meant by inheritance? Acquiring the properties from one class to another class is called as what? Inheritance. Acquiring the properties means nothing but what the class contains. Class contains data and behavior, right? Class contains data and behavior. If that data and behavior, if you are getting into another class, if that class data and behavior, if you are getting into another class, if you are getting, then that is called as what? It's a inheritance concept. Okay. Let's see here. It's loading. We'll wait for a few minutes. Let's assume that I'm creating a class I'm creating. First, I'm creating a Java class I'm creating. Java class, let's say for example, vehicle is a class. I'm creating a class called what? Vehicle is a class. Just assume that. Generally, what is the data in the vehicle class? Let's take for example, even auto is also nothing but one vehicle. Motorbike means your bike is also one vehicle. Car is also one vehicle. You take any vehicle, let's say if you take any vehicle which contains some data, like for example, the number of tires, correct or not? Take an example, I'm taking here class as what? Vehicle, I'm taking an example. Okay. So each and every vehicle will have what? The number of tires. How many tires are there in vehicle? Let's take I'm specifying maximum tires. Let's take for example, let's take wheels. So wheel or tire, whatever it may be. Okay. So maximum, let's take, assume that 128. If your range is nothing but minus 128 to plus 127, you can use a type called what? Byte we can choose. Let's say I'm specifying the type as byte. I'm specifying here. Byte is nothing but wheel. Taking a type I taken here, class vehicle. I'm taking a byte type I'm taking here called byte wheel I taken. It's a simply specified wheel I taken. Okay. And next, I'm creating one behavior I'm creating here. I'm creating one behavior I'm creating. Let's take for example, I'm creating a method I'm creating here. Let's take public void. I'm creating a method I'm creating public void, or even it's not public void, specify the method name. I'm specifying the method name as, let's take for example, show info is a method. What is the method name? Show info is a method. What is the method name? Show info is a method. Okay. This method in which class? In which class this method is available? In the vehicle class, the method is available. Just here in this show info method, I'm writing here system.out.println, system.out.println. Simply I'm specifying here I am from show info method. I am from which method? Show info method. We create a class. We created. What is the class name? Vehicle is a class. We create a class. We created called vehicle is a class we created, and we taken a byte type. We taken as a wheel. Wheel is a byte type is specified, and we create a method. We created called show info is a method. We are displaying this message. We are displaying I am from show info method. I am from what? Show info method. This is one class. Okay, vehicle is a class. Let's save the program. Let's save the program in the Java 9:30 p.m. I'm saving the file with the name called vehicle.java. If you get this class properties, if you get into another class, if you get this class properties, vehicle class properties, if you get into another class, then it is called as what? It's called as inheritance. If you get this class properties, vehicle is a class we created. If you get this class properties, if you get into another class, then that concept is called as what? Inheritance concept we call. Let's see here. I'm getting a Java class I'm creating. I'm creating a Java class I'm creating, a new Java class. I'm specifying the class name as, let's say one of the vehicle is nothing but car. Creating a class I'm creating. What is the class name? Car is a class name I specified. Car extends vehicle. Car extends vehicle. Meaning this car class is inheriting some properties. It is inheriting some properties. It is inheriting from the vehicle class. Meaning whatever the data and behavior you created in that vehicle class, the data and behavior automatically you're going to get into this class you're going to get. What is the class name? Let's see now. What is the class name? Car.java is a class. Car extends vehicle. So if you want just for the confirmation, like how we called yesterday, how we did yesterday, let's see here. How we did yesterday. If you want, you can create the object for this car class. You can create the object. Car C is equals to new car. Car C is equals to what? New car. And simply you can call, for example, I'm writing here. I'm writing system.out.println of. System.out.println of. I'm writing here C.wheel. Wheel or wheels? Wheel, just only wheel, specify wheel. C.wheel. What is the behavior we created? C.showInfo, right? Show info is another method. Show info. Let's save the program. Car. Let's save the program. Now we'll compile these two things. First, we'll compile the vehicle class. We'll compile. Then after that, we'll compile the car class. We'll compile. These two classes will compile. Go to the command prompt. First, exit from this Mahesh. Exit from users also. Exit from Mahesh and exit from users. Now we are in the C drive. Where you save the file? In Java 9:30 p.m. In this folder, we save the file. Right. First, we have to compile the parent class. We have to compile first. So Java C. What is the parent class name? Vehicle.java. First, we have to compile this class. We have to compile vehicle.java. Sorry, spelling mistake. Vehicle.java class we have to compile. Next, after that, we have to compile the car class. We have to compile Java C car.java. Once again, just Java C vehicle.java. So there is no any errors in this one. But when you write this Java C car.java, we are getting some errors. We are getting here. What is the error we are getting? Extends like, oh, here also spelling mistake. Java C car.java, Java car. Now see here, we got this c.wheel. Of course, we are not configured any value, we have not configured. That's why we got the default value, we got 0, we got. And show info method. But see here, really, are we defined this wheel and show info method? Are we created in this particular class? Are we created? No, right? We have not created this wheel and show info method. The wheel and show info method we have not configured. In this particular Java file, we have not configured. Then from where we got? From where we got this wheel and show info method? This particular class, car class, is a child of vehicle class. So automatically you will get that show info method and wheel data automatically you're going to get into the child class you're going to get. That's what the inheritance and we discussed in yesterday's class. Now let's see here. The first thing is nothing but upcasting. Let's see what exactly upcasting in a sense. What exactly upcasting in a sense. Now it looks very simple. As of now, it looks very simple. But in future, you'll get a requirement of using this upcasting in hundreds of places. In hundreds of places, you'll get a requirement of using this upcasting concept. 1 second. What is the next one? Upcast. Concept is nothing but what? Upcasting. Upcasting means nothing but subclass instance we can hold into subclass instance we can hold into parent class reference. This is the definition of upcasting. What is an upcasting? Subclass instance we can hold into parent class reference. Subclass instance we can hold into parent class reference. By using this reference, we can access only parent class methods. So important, try to understand. What is this upcasting concept? Subclass instance we can hold into parent class reference. Subclass instance we can hold into parent class reference. With the help of this subclass instance, with the parent class reference, we can, by using this reference, we can access only what? Parent class methods. We can access only the parent class methods and data only we can access. We cannot access other things we cannot access. We can access only the parent class methods we can access, and we can access what? The parent class data we can access. Okay, got it, right? Let's see here, what is this upcasting in our program, how we'll define that one. See, we created two classes we created. One is vehicle is one class, which contains only the wheel is one data, it's available, wheel is one data. And we created a method we created. What is the method name? Show info is a method we created. Right? This vehicle class we created as a child. We created a child class for this vehicle class called car is a class. This car extends what? Vehicle. Meaning car is a child of what? Vehicle class now. Okay. Now here you can specify, instead of car C is equals to new car, we can specify like this, we can specify. Vehicle C is equals to new car. So you can specify like this also, you can specify. So this particular concept is called as what? It's upcasting. See here, subclass instance, I mean the subclass object. Subclass object we are holding into parent class reference. Subclass object we are holding into what? Into parent class reference we are holding. Okay, this concept is called as what? Upcasting. If you want to see here, let's say the program output wise, will it give any difference or not? Same output you'll get. Java C car.java, Java car. Is there any errors? No, right? We got 0, we got, and I'm from show info method, we got 0 and show info method. Okay, so subclass instance we can hold into, when we call a subclass, if it is an inheritance, correct or not? Subclass instance we can hold into the parent class reference, we can hold. Parent class reference we can hold. That's called, this statement is called as what? It's a upcasting. This particular statement is called as what? It's a upcasting concept. Read the next statement dimension here, the last statement. Okay, subclass this particular statement. This particular statement. So by using this reference, whatever the reference we created, subclass instance we can access into parent class reference, right? Now see the statement here. What is the statement I mentioned? By using this particular reference, we can access only the parent class methods and data only we can access. The child class methods and data we cannot access in upcasting. Okay. Now sometimes you'll get requirement pause. Soon I'll tell you where exactly you'll get requirement of using this upcasting concept, but this particular concept is called as what? Upcasting. Subclass instance we are holding into it, into parent class reference we are holding. What is the statement I mentioned here? By using this parent class reference, you can access only the parent class methods and data only you can access. Meaning, whatever the data, of course, object you created for child class only. Object you created for child class, but reference you specified for what? For parent class, you specified the reference you specified for parent class. Okay, so with the help of this upcasting, only we can access the parent class methods, so only we can access. Other class methods we cannot access. Only what? The parent class methods only we can access. Parent class methods and data. Let's see, for example, I'm creating one more method I'm creating here called public void display price is another method. This is what? It's another method or another behavior of a class. What is another behavior? It's a display price is a behavior. What is another behavior? Display price, correct or not? Display price. So I'm writing system.out.println in this display price method, I'm writing system.out.println. I am from display price. Okay. So display price is a method. You're printing some message. You're printing on the console. I am from display price method. Okay. Now here, okay, sorry. This particular method, display price method. Display price method. I'm not creating in the vehicle class. I'm not creating here. This display price method I'm creating in the child class. I'm creating here. I mean, in the car class, I'm creating this separate method I create. Now observe here, the parent class is having one method. What is the method name? What is the parent class is method is parent class is having a method, right? What is the method name? Show info is a method. And in the child class, we created this display price method. We'll get what? Display price. Now here, try to read the statement. Are you understanding? We get two separate classes. One is what? The vehicle, and car is another class. In the car class, in the vehicle class, we specified some data we specified as well as some behavior also we specified. Show info is a method. The child class, in the child class, we get a class called car is a class. It's a child of vehicle class. We are creating one new method. Is it this method is available in the parent class? Vehicle class is in the vehicle class. Is this method is available in the vehicle class? Display price method. No, right? It's not available. It's not available in the vehicle class. We created in the car class. Now, if you try to access this method, like how we call the show info method, in the same way, if you try to access this one display price method, let's say the program display price method. Okay, let's run the program. So definitely, as per our example, I mean, what are the notes we mentioned? It has to give an error. Let's see why it will give the error. Java C vehicle.java. Java C. What is the next one? Car.java. So vehicle.java and car.java. Click on enter. There's no any. We got one error. We got one error. In which particular statement we got the error? At this particular statement, display price method. At this particular statement, display price method, we got an exception. We got at display price method. Why we got this display exception at display price method? Because why we got the exception for this display price method? Because see here the parent class object, subclass object we are holding into parent class reference we are holding. Subclass instance we are holding into parent class reference we are holding. See, by using the parent class reference, by using this reference, we can access only what? Parent class methods only we can access. We can access what? Only the parent class methods only we can access. The child class methods we cannot access. Okay, that is a upcasting concept. You know right here. You understand right? Subclass instance is holding into parent class reference. It's called as upcasting. Okay, so here just for demonstrating that what do you call? For demonstrating that upcasting concept, I created the object for car class. But I'm holding the reference. I'm holding into which variable? A vehicle variable. I'm holding the reference. Okay. Now let's see here. I told you definitely you are going to get an error. You are going to get because the subclass instance is holding into parent class reference. So only we can call the parent class methods and data only we can access. Whatever the things you define in the parent class method, data and behavior, only that data and behavior only we can access here. Other methods we cannot access. Like how we are display price method we are calling, right? Is this display price method is available in the parent class, vehicle class? No, it's not available. So you're going to get an exception. So put this particular statement inside the comments. Comments are, you can remove that particular statement, you can remove. Let's save the program and run the application and see the output. Java C, vehicle.java, Java C car.java, Java. Okay, I'm from show info method, and the display price is another method. We cannot call this display price method. We cannot call because for which class reference we are specifying here? The parent class reference we are specifying. So by using this reference, only what are the methods we created in the parent class, only those methods only we can call, methods and data. Other methods and data we cannot access. Okay. Are you clear? Send me the response if you are. Understand it or not? So you don't have any queries. You don't have any query, right? In this upcasting concept, you don't have any query. Then we'll forward to the next one called method overriding concept. We'll discuss. Okay. If you use private in variable, you cannot get it because the scope is nothing but only within the particular class, right? Even if you create the object also, we cannot access that. Private variables you cannot access. Okay, let's see the next one. Put a heading, method overriding. So we've seen what exactly upcasting concept is. And what is the next concept name? Method overriding. Method overriding. Let's see what exactly this method overriding concept is. So what is the next one? Method overriding. Method overriding means nothing but if we create a method, same like as we declared in the parent class. Let's see what exactly method overriding is. If we create a method, same like if we create a method, same like as we create in the parent class, let's take, if we create a method, same like how we created in the main method, sorry, how we created in the parent class. If we create a method in the child class, same like how we created in the parent class. Not like if we create a method in the child class, same like how we create in the parent class. Parent class is called as method overriding. We shall recall once again what exactly this method overriding. Like if you create any particular method in the parent class, you create a method in the parent class, you create a method. Same like in the same way, if we create the same method, if we create in the child class, that concept is called as what? Method overriding. If you create the same method in the child class, it's called as what? Method overriding. Okay. So method overriding is one of the best example for runtime polymorphism. Method overriding is one of the best example for method overriding is one of the best example for runtime polymorphism. Method overriding is one of the best example for what? For runtime polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism. It's not tune, it's runtime. Runtime polymorphism. Runtime polymorphism. Okay. So one thing you have to understand here, what exactly the polymorphism concept is. You'll understand about this. You'll understand about this polymorphism concept. You'll understand. Okay. Method overriding is one of the best example for what? Runtime polymorphism. We'll discuss about this runtime polymorphism. If you create a method in the child class, same like as we declared in the created in the parent class, then it is called as what? Method overriding. It's called as what? Method overriding. Let's see here now. For example, here in this example, the vehicle and car example. In this vehicle and car example method in class, let's take assume that there is a method here called show info is a method. What is the method name? Show info is a method. If we create a method in the child class, same like as we declared in the parent class, then it's called as what? Method overriding. If you want, let's see here. Let's see this. Okay, you open that. Sorry. sorry. So vehicle is a class, and car is a child of what? Vehicle class. If we create the same method, if we create in the child class, show info is a method, right? If we create the same method, if we create in the child class, it's called as what? Method overriding. Meaning the child class method is having this, the show info method I'm creating here. But this show info method, I'm creating the object for what? Show info method I'm creating here. Observe here in the parent class is also there is a method called show info method. Show info method in the parent class, as well as in the child class also. In the child class also, we specified the same method name we specified as show info. Okay, then it's called as what? Method overriding. If we create a method same like how we created in the parent class, then the concept is called as what? Method overriding concept we call. We call as what? Method overriding concept we call. Okay. Now observe here, we are calling a method called show info method we are calling. But now this method, this show info method is available in two classes. This show info method is available. One is in the vehicle class, the show info is available. And we got that method in this particular class. The car class also we got that show info method we got. So when you run the program, which class method is going to be called? The parent class method will be called or child class method will be called? Parent class method will call or child class method will call? Show info method. Let's compile the program and see the output. You'll understand which class method is called. The parent class show info method is called or the child class show info method is called. Okay. So Java C vehicle.java, Java C car.java, Java C vehicle.java, Java C car.java, and Java space car. So you got the output you got. I'm from display. Number. Understand, right? If we create a method, if we create the same method, same like as we declared in the parent class, then it is called as what? Method overriding. Okay. So I need a small help. Today I'm not feeling well. Just tomorrow I'll continue the class. Okay.